Hello, welcome to another hiking video. I am Steve. We are at the Neshota Park. We're going to go for a hike today. Let's go. I think this is the first time I've been here. I may have been here early spring, but not sure. I don't go here very often, although it is probably in my top 10, maybe 11 or 12, somewhere around there. With my wife today, we're gonna do a nice hike. Once again, sometimes we see horses here. I probably see horses here more than at the reforestation camp. Both are allowed for horses, but this place has more horses, I think, than the other. Also, I'm going to focus on a specific feature I've probably mentioned once or twice. There are some hills. We're going to hike the hills, but the top of one hill is more like a plateau than a hill. And what's unique is on the top of that hill, that plateau, there is like a swamp. Now, you don't expect to see swamps on top of a hill, but there is one. And I'll point that out when we get there. So calling it a hill is not probably proper nomenclature. I would call it a plateau. I don't know if it's an official plateau, but you get to the top and it stays on the top quite a long ways. That's why nature built a area that's a marsh, because this area is so big and so wide, there is room for this marsh to grow at the top. Got some sticks here in the path. Looks like they started clearing it, but didn't get very far. I think when I left it was about 75 degrees, so it's quite warm. It's probably about 10:45. I got my big drink and my fan. Oh, I smell a dead animal. That's a dead animal you smell. Not pleasant. Really thick, really. Almost hard to see the entrance it was for a ways. I sprayed heavily. This place can be really strong on deer flies, horse flies. And if I remember correctly, it might be horse flies are not affected by spray. I'm not certain, so I just spray up just in case. Oh, we see the leftovers of a horse. Lots of brush here. I should say lots. That's the second one I've seen today. think the weather said it would be low to mid 80s today. A little earlier than normal. I usually don't get out here until noon or so, but I wanted to get here a little earlier. Make sure we're recording. We are. Lots of leftover from the horses. Now they're pretty good at cleaning that up. I think they have a ranger come through and pick that up. I don't usually see it so often and on the ground here. This is the edge and corner of the field, prairie, but we're going to duck into the sides because going out there is going to be really hot in the sun. Pretty much when I come here, I do the same route every time. Stay along this edge until I get to the hills area, and I go through the hills and then come back similarly, but usually along the edge of the prairie. I'm seeing gnats. Now we're getting close to wetlands. It's a little muddy here today. And yes, there are bugs here in this wetland. Mostly gnats going around my head. If it's really hot and I want to avoid the prairie, I'll come back through this way, but we're going in this way. I still remember a couple of years ago, really big storm here. There were a bunch of trees down here. They had to clean up a lot of trees that fell over that day. Up ahead there's going to be two choices, to the left or to the right. Lately I've been going to the right more often, but I also know they don't always cut the grass there on that trail, and if it's thick and tall I won't go that way today. You can smell the water as well as the plants. very bright today, so I made the setting on my camera normal setting. Usually I brighten it just a smidge because of the shielded trees or the clouds, but I figured it'd be so bright today, I'll just do it normal setting. I believe the battery was at 83% when I started today. Should be plenty strong enough for the whole video, for the whole hike. So here's the choice, right or left. Left is a little more cut, but right isn't bad. So since it seems to be pretty good, we're gonna go right today. You know what? Just because we haven't gone this way in a while, we will go this way. Just because we haven't gone this way. Otherwise, I prefer that way. And since I haven't gone this way in a while, we'll check it out. Not much difference. This side we're closer to some farm fields. We might see some through the woods. That side a little more swampy, but it's just like maybe at the maximum width 70 yards to the side, but parallel. I'm wondering if I smell the fields next door from the farm. Smell something. A little muddy here, not too bad though. It's rained several times in the last couple of weeks. Very fresh horse manure. Lots of it today. I suspect they came earlier to beat the heat. I am seeing their footprints on the ground here. It is quite warm. I'm not hot yet. The fan really helps. I think in about 3 to 4 minutes we're gonna get to the hill. We'll climb it. I'm gonna take a drink before I go. can see the clearing of field over there. Yep, can see the field. So that is the edge of this property. And this fence here, they do snowmobile trails. A lot of farmers participate in that. See lots of hoof prints from the horses and a lot of mud. Very blue skies, hardly any clouds. If I remember right, there's like 270 acres in this park. It is a county park. Once again, it is Neshota County Park. I think this is Denmark, outside of Green Bay. Yeah, just a few sticks here and there. Again, we've had rainstorms and such. Of course, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, there were tornadoes in Wisconsin. One town got clobbered. It made national news. South of Green Bay in the Appleton area. Just about ready to get my drink here, but I think we got 100 yards to go or so. And that trail that we bypassed, I think this is where it meets up. There. Oh, look at that. They may have blocked it. Look at that. Horse trails and shaded area are closed. Well, the horses are closed. So I'm not having a horse. I'm going to talk to my wife. We'll decide if we're going to go in. I'll be back. So we have determined, since it says horse trails, it doesn't say hiking trails, we're going to go by. I was talking to her, we've seen this trail closed before due to erosion, and we're seeing hay on the ground to help bring back the vegetation, to strengthen the ground. So I'm suspecting that's what this is. They've added more gravel. It is muddy here. Horses on the mud will wreck the trail worse. Just like in reforestation camp, they'll close the trails for bikes if there is erosion as well. So you can see lots of erosion. Lots of erosion. So we're climbing this hill, and this is what I would say is actually a plateau, because you get to the top of the hill and it stays high up for, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile before we go down. And there will be a swamp to the right up ahead, and I'll point that out. So when you climb a hill, you don't expect to see swamps, but there is one up here. And I'll show that in a bit. I think in about 3 minutes. See, they have these tubes for the water to capture it down the hill to stop the erosion. See more of the farm fields over there. Yep, got my drink. Non-shaded area, so in the sun here for a few moments. Ooh, it's hot. Are there berries here? Oh yeah, but I don't know what those are. I was looking for blackberries. I don't eat berries, but I don't know what they are. Please do the same, folks. So here on the right, we're going to start seeing this swampy area. We're going to step in here for a moment. I'll be right back. I'm not seeing any swamp marsh yet. Maybe further up. We're going to take a peek in here. That's marsh grass right there. You see it? So here we are on the top of a hill plateau, would be the proper nomenclature. And there is a swamp. How often do you see a swamp on the top of a hill? That's because this is not a true hill, this is a plateau. It maintains its elevation for a while. A little muddy here. So it's tall enough and long enough to actually develop marsh in there. Unique. You don't see that very often. So I wanted to show that to you guys today. I can smell the woods. Strong forest smell. It's hot in here in the sun. I expect by the time we leave it'll be about 80 degrees. Tall grass. We have to check for wood ticks really well today. Lots of small, young birches here. And to the left here, we're going to see some ridges and low grounds. The plateau will be dropping shortly, in about 4 or 5 minutes. As you can see, it drops here, but we're just on the edge of it. My idea is there is a thin path at the second bottom of the hill. We're going to go through a bottom, a ravine, climb another hill, get to the second hill bottom, and there's a path on the right. I'd like to take that, if it's not too thick, and start heading back. And we start going down now. So the plateau is ending. Look at that big old tree. That's a big one. Oh, it looks like it's mostly dead now. And some clouds, but very, very few. I think it's a really lovely scene. I've recorded it in one of my ministry videos here up ahead in about 50 yards. And that trail we're gonna climb this hill, and the end of the hill, come back down, and it'll bring us to this same river valley. And there's a trail along this river. If it's not too thick, my plan is to walk back that way. This bottom washed out really bad 2 or 3 years ago, and they built it back up with lots of dirt and cement, as you can see. It's nice to have this fan. Oh yeah, look at that. The washout rode away the edge of the cement. I like this scene. Now, other side of that water, there's a trail, but it looks a little thick. When we get on the other side, we'll see a little bit. Looks like it might still be there. If it's not too thick, we're going to walk back that way. You remember when they built this a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. That's still pretty beat up. Did you see that?
What's that?
It's beat up. They didn't have
Yeah, the water erodes this. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that's probably one of the reasons why they don't want the horses to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Trip hazard for the horses.
Yep.
They're gonna have to work on this again. Add more rocks, more dirt, maybe more cement. So there is a trail here. It's kind of overgrown. If it's not too thick, we're going to walk back this way.
I don't want to. This
Okay.
just doesn't look safe still. We're just going to go normal then.
Another one of these really big trees, but this one is still alive. Look at how green it is.
Look at all the branches now.
But they had some dead branches, but it's a really big tree. So we're going up this hill, and she agrees it kind of looks a little thick. We're going to take one more look when we get to the bottom down there, but I'm probably going to agree with her. I'm not going to force her to go through something thick like that. Quite a hike to get up this hill. I don't mind hills, but there's a couple of big hills here, but that's it. It's doable. But unlike the last one, it doesn't stay up here. It's a true hill. Around the corner, it goes down again right away. Ravines. Here's some gunshots this direction, next to the farm field. Ooh. See how drop off it is? Big drop off here. One moment. Got another drink. I needed it. It's getting hot, especially working out that big hill. Whew. Bird just flew there. See him up there? And that birch that's bent over. Where's he going? I don't see him leaving anymore. We'll go up a little bit more before it turns. But yeah, another branch down. I guess since they know this is closed, they're not in a hurry to clear it for the horses. But obviously, they got some major construction there with that washout. Ooh, hot. The hills and the exercise is making me more hot than normal. Again, it was 75, I'm guessing, when we got here, but it is going to get hotter. So I'm going to guess it's probably 76, maybe creeping to 77 already. Who knows? And then down the hill. Again, we weren't up there very long. I don't know, maybe 2 minutes at the top of the hill before it goes down again. Another big tree. Not as old, not as big, but decent. Another tree down. Seeing a few birds. Going down this hill quite a bit here. Some big ravines here. Looks like quite a washout there. Look at that washout. Oh, look at this mud. Hope you're enjoying this hike. If you enjoy this hike and this video, please hit like. I'd say we're about halfway done with the hike now. Got a lot of erosion. That's going to happen with hills, right? This is another scene I recorded a video at, a ministry video. Up in there. Probably about 3-4 years ago. Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. That is a really big washout. Wow, that's really big. All right, I'm going to talk about this with my wife. I'll be back. Okay, we decided we're going to turn around because I'm only told her I'm about 60% certain that there is another trail that way. Oh, this is a really big wipeout. I see why they close this down. It's not safe for the horses here. So we're going to turn around and head back. That is a lot of erosion. A lot. My friend Darla liked to come here. And I don't know, she lives in, was it Alabama, Georgia, or something like that. She used to live here. This is one of her places. I don't know if she follows the channel. But there you go, Darla. It is, Neshota is quite worn out with erosion here, if you're watching. Now, if I'm by myself, I would try to take that and see where it goes. I didn't, like I told her, I went that way once before when they made that trail. To be honest, it looked like it was an old trail that just redeveloped it. I think it was a ski trail. But once again, I've only done it once. I'm fairly certain it is there and open, but I'm only 60% certain. So we're gonna head back the way we came. Oh, here's that mud again. And a lot of erosion. Again, we got these big hills. So hills gather the water, send it down the hill, and erodes.
Do you want to go through that?
No, it's not a trail.
Okay.
So clearly they blocked it for the horses. Not safe for horses to go there. And climbing past the fence, I could see people were walking. A lot of grass beaten down. Not a lot, some grass beaten down by hikers. So other people went this way. Right, we're at 41% battery. We should be good. Quite a few birches here. One moment. Turned up my fan to speed number 3. I believe there's 5 speeds. And the battery holds probably all summer. I did charge it maybe 20 minutes this morning. I used it pretty heavily about a month ago. I did not expect it to die, but I said, oh, I got time, I'll charge it a little. You might hear the fan.
The wind is picking up.
Probably my fan.
Oh, yeah.
We're at the top of a hill, so you can feel more wind here as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Whew. Quite a workout going up that hill again. Steep downhill. Yeah, they're gonna have to keep fixing this trail down here. They did a big fix 2 years ago, but with all these hills, there's gonna be a lot of erosion there. They're gonna have to decide, do they want to spend more money on cement or just keep building up the gravel and dirt. So I was expecting horse flies, deer flies. I haven't had any. Have you?
Mm-mm.
There were some gnats when we first entered that swamp earlier.
Not that many bugs today.
Yeah, not many bugs. I'd rather overspray than underspray. I can always take a shower when I get home.
Yeah.
Nice hike?
Yep, it is. Perfect weather. For me at least.
Perfect weather for me would be like 70 degrees.
I'll be freezing.
Maybe even 68. Yeah, if I'm gonna be on these hills, 68 would probably be perfect. But it is a nice day. Very, very few clouds. Just a few white puffs here and there. You gonna hum for the camera? Big tree.
Oh.
I really enjoyed this scene.
Yeah, but even though we're gonna be stepping in, I don't know. Doesn't seem.
No, I just like I like the views.
Well, yeah, I do.
This river view is really nice. A few years ago, there was actually a dead deer right in the middle of that river right there.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't. I know. I don't think that's
I did a ministry video here. If you remember, I had to
Sitting
go
down?
back to the car because I forgot.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot my camera. I had to run all the way back. That was right there. All right, climbing another plateau. This is the normal big plateau.
So did the rangers pick up the deer then? Where did the deer go?
I suspect a ranger pulled it out of the water because it pollutes the river.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a drink here in a few minutes. At the top of this hill plateau. A nice workout. Oh, some big trees up here. 2 of them. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll park the camera here. I'll be back. Did you want a drink for my...
Nope. I'm good. I should be good.
Oh, some really big butterfly there. Looks like a monarch. It's flying away.
It is mine.
It's a big one.
It's a big one.
Oh, flew away. That was a big one. Really big one. So we're going to stay on top of the plateau about maybe as much as 5 minutes before we go down again. Would you like to sing us a song?
It's no words, just coming.
I'm not focused on flowers, but we do have some yellow flowers. And some purple ones down here in the ground below. And lots of white ones. Nice purples here on the side. Looks like some of them are clover.
Yes, they were clover. Yes, clover.
I have to start thinking about where I'm going to hike next. I've pretty much hiked everything I wanted to hike. Hitting Sensible one more time would be nice. I don't know, would you like to see Sensible? With the hike last week was amazing. The colors of the flowers were amazing. The dike was done. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested or no?
You mean to go there?
Yes.
Right now?
Next time I hike. Well, next weekend.
Maybe, yeah, we can do that.
Next weekend is busy, so we got
Yeah,
gaming.
That's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
So maybe we'll do a Sensible in 2 weeks. Yeah, once again, I have plans next weekend, so no videos. There's a bumblebee. Be careful of bumblebee.
Oh, yeah.
All right, heading down the hill now. I'm reluctant, but if you want to, we can hike back through the prairie. The sun's gonna beat on me. I'm willing to do it. I'll give you the choice.
Through the prairie? Like at what point? After the gate?
No, we're gonna go head back a different direction. Okay. And we're gonna head towards the prairie, but we don't have to go through the prairie because there's a side trail there.
Okay, we can do that.
It's. I'll let you decide if we go to the prairie or not. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be sunny. Oh, and I just stepped in a mud puddle. So I'll let you decide. I don't care. I'll suffer a little bit. You know, I like shade more. But I do like going to the prairie once in a while.
Sun is good for you too, by the way. It's your vitamin D. You don't get a lot of sun.
But I get lots of vitamin D.
From where?
Milk, they add it.
You don't drink milk.
Yeah, I do.
When do you...
And cheese.
Well, yeah, right.
One slice
Are you
of cheese.
talking about the yellow American cheese that doesn't have milk in it?
Yeah, a slice of cheese is like 2 glasses of milk. Did you know that?
Well, it depends which cheese.
See, a lot of trees down from storms. And again, they're not going to be in a hurry to clear these trees because of all the washouts. Yeah, and I stepped in one of those puddles a few minutes ago. But I have waterproof shoes, it's okay. So here we are. The fence again. So now we know why they blocked it. For the horses, their safety. All right, I'm gonna talk to my wife which way we're gonna go. I'll be back. So we're gonna head this way towards the prairie, but there are choices that you don't have to walk through the whole prairie. When we get there, we'll decide more, but we're gonna head this way. Often there's multiple choices and I don't have to do everything the same. I usually let her decide some of these things because to me it's all good. As I was explaining, I don't like walking in the sun. I prefer the shade, but I can suffer through the sun a while. I'm okay with doing that. I like all my hikes no matter what I do. But I prefer shade. Look at all that purple. Lots of purple. It looks like it's fading. Summer is ending soon.
This one's a little brighter on this side. That's pretty.
Yep, something different. Look at all the growing vines. Now some of these vines are, I forget what my dad called them, wild pickle. They're not a true pickle, they look like a pickle. And my dad actually found some in the woods where we lived and put them and planted them next to our TV antenna, which goes up high above our house, and he would grow them there. And they grew long, deep. I think about 4 or 5 of them grew along the pole.
Why did you do that?
Because it's nice.
Oh. Is this what you're talking about?
All right, I'm going to talk to my wife. I'll be back. So I'm going to take this path. I was explaining to her there is a side trail that enters into the prairie a little further down. So you don't have to go through the whole prairie, but probably about 2/3 of it. Or maybe even half of it. So when we get there, we'll choose that. So a lot of these flowers are dying. Oh, that's really bright and yellow, rather. Nice. A lot of these flowers are beginning to die. But some are quite bright. It's a hot day, but not a scorcher. But if we're gonna climb into the prairie, I'll be scorching here in a bit. But I'm okay with that. It's not gonna be a long time. Can barely see the prairie over there. Probably about 100 yards or so, I think we turn if we're going to go that way. I think along here is that trail I was talking about. It allows you to enter into the prairie, so you can see about half of it. I think it might be. I think it's right here.
I know.
Do you want to take it or not?
Yeah, sure. We can go.
All right, we're gonna head into the prairie. So it's gonna get quite hot here. Hot. I expected that. Is this what I want? Yep. So this path takes us along the edge of the prairie, heading back probably 10-12 minutes till we get to the parking lot.
This is where I would come
Yep.
to work out. Did you know that?
What's that?
I would come here to work out.
Oh, all right.
I would walk there and I would stop here and just do it, you know.
Yep.
throwing arms and legs in the air, and then I would go back. Oh, the horses here too.
That's the prairie.
Looks like they got the grass here. Because when I was coming, they didn't have this path.
This path has been here for years.
Well, yeah, but not like this wide. And see how it's cut?
Yeah, they cut
It
it.
would be like this. I would walk.
Well,
Now they widen it.
sometimes they don't mow the whole path.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen a horse today. Been plenty of evidence of them being here. I'm gonna turn right here. Prefer the shaded path.
Wow, what a beautiful flower tree.
Yeah. Yellow or purple?
Purple.
Yep, so definitely more flowers here. Not as much as in Sensiba. Hot. Yeah, so she missed Sensiba last week, and I knew when I told her she would regret not going. It was a really nice hike, so give her another chance in 2 weeks now. More than likely we'll go there in 2 weeks. Okay, you can come down this way, or I'll meet you further down. So she's just gonna keep going straight to the parking lot. I could go straight as we came in, but I will go this way to meet with her. I'm coming your way. I talked about this before. They have done a candlelight hike here. I've done it with my wife. Told a friend. They came, I think, shortly after us. I never recorded it, but next time, now I have a better camera, understand the settings, I might record it next time. Lots of yellow flowers here. Wow, look at them all. What's that?
I should have brought my phone. Maybe I found some pretty flowers. I may come back next week here at least one time.
Next week we could have 2 days of gaming.
Yeah, I know, but I can come like Monday, Tuesday.
Oh,
Wednesday,
gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't have college or Montessori, so I probably will come one time. Maybe.
All right, about 5 minutes or so. So I'm going to do my end of video spiel, folks. If you enjoy these videos, you're welcome to subscribe. But if you only want my hiking videos, there might be a better way rather than digging through my channel. I do YouTube playlists. Just like at the beginning of the video, there was an intro with music. At the end of the video, there'll be an outro with music. At the end of the outro, you will see boxes in the corners of the screen. Those are YouTube playlists. In this corner, click on that box, open up that page, bookmark that page. That is my playlist, Hiking in Northeast Wisconsin. That is where all my hiking videos are found. That's the best way to find all my hiking videos. But I have another hiking playlist on this side. That'll be my best of hiking videos. This one will make the list. This is a nice hike. So again, click on that box, open that page, bookmark that page. What are the other, your choice? Those are two options. Now, just to let you know, I sometimes, usually, add my videos to the bottom of the playlist, but every once in a while, I will add one to the top of the playlist because YouTube will sometimes promote a playlist, and putting a beautiful or a pleasant hike at the top will attract some people. So I want you, if you're going to use playlists, check the top of the list every once in a while. In the bottom right corner will be my subscribe button. In the bottom left corner there will be a different playlist. It won't be hiking, it won't be ministry videos. That is my playlist where I set up my tripod and capture scenes. It can be waterfall scenes, it could be snow falling scenes, it could be just nature scenes in general. No hiking, no ministry, just hiking, or sorry, scenes from nature. Click on that box, open up the page, bookmark that page if you want to see some nature scenes. Well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed that hike, and that is different ways you can find my hiking videos. About 2 minutes, folks, and we'll shut this down. Hope you enjoy the hike. If you see me, stop by and say hi. I'll definitely chat and talk to you. It's a nice hike, a warm day, starting to get hot, but climbing those hills and in the sun may be really hot. So we'll go ahead and shut this down. The gate is coming up. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.